Okay, I wanted to take a few videos for you guys so you can reference it while you're working on his walking. Especially if you got your hands full, baby brain, all that. It doesn't hurt to have an extra point of reference so you're not just trying to remember everything. So what I have him on is an Easy Walk harness where the leash attaches on his chest. And this is a street. This is a 10-foot Biothane leash that I have on him. He is really good with a 10-foot. Even 8-foot, he got a little too tangled up. Benny, let's cross. Even 8-foot, he got a little tangled up. It's fine if you want them closer, of course. Good boy. But especially when you're starting off with walking work, unless I'm in a really busy area, I want him to figure out where his bubble is with me. Steady. For him to stay within a certain range. Let's go. On his own, something like a 4 or 6 foot leash, you just don't have a ton of room to really work on things. Benny, steady. Good. To even get this process going because they're pulling every 2 seconds. Benny, steady. He really loves this corner house. So right here, he always tries to charge forward. Good boys. Steady. Bottom line to keep in mind, this way. Good boy. This way. Is if he starts to pull at all, steady. Good. Do something different. So I stopped a few times just to remind him that he kept pulling. So right there, I just turned around to kind of reset. Good boy. That's why I like having these leashes too. So you just have a little bit more space to do things like that. Because bottom line, you want to keep in mind, if he starts pulling at all to anything, I want you guys to do something different. Turn around, call him back to you, have him sit, remind him steady, just stop walking. What happens is they get used to pulling or you feeling any kind of tension on their neck or their chest, anything like that. Steady. And I want that little bit of contact to not be there. So we have no tension, or we have tension, then we have no tension, right? If he understands that tension is just always there, then the second I loosen tension that they're going to move forward, it becomes a really obnoxious habit to break. Steady. Which, depending on his mood, he sometimes has. Good boy. Just because they're used to the pressure. So he thinks that the release of pressure means for him to go forward, but that's not what I'm telling him. Good boy. So I want him to just move with me, with slack in the leash is ideal. I'm not looking for a perfect heel right now. He doesn't even have to be next to me that much right now. I just want him not to pull me. So if he's in front a little bit, not a big deal. Good boy. Good boy. The more he'll end up kind of back next to me here is basically by teaching him where I want him to be. So for him, whenever we're out and about, there's so much for him to look at, sniff, check out. Steady. He's not even paying attention to that just yet. And that's okay. Most dogs don't. Hi, bud. Close. Good. Sit. So that's how we can begin a heel over here too, with a cue like close. And having him sit and maybe wait at your side. Let's go. But I'm not asking him heel yet. So the more I wanted him to kind of form into that, reward a ton at your side. Reward him basically for anything that you're liking him doing. Steady. Kisses are really helpful because I don't want to repeat the cue too many times. So good boy. Any kind of check-ins with eye contact. Let's go. Check-ins with eye contact are really important. So anytime he were to look up at me and check in and make sure, what are we doing? How are we doing? All that. The more you reward those, the more they'll look at you and check in more. Steady. This way. Good. Look. You can help him out by reminding him too. Let's go. Good. I haven't been cueing him a ton since I'm talking. Good boy. He gets very uncomfortable sometimes if the leash touches his butt. This way. Good boy. So I've been working on desensitizing that a bit too. Let's go. Good. So if he gets uncomfortable and you hear him do a little bit of a whine, he probably is just confused. This way. Good boy. So cues to keep in mind. Steady is to slow down and not to pull. Close is to line at your side. Hurry is obviously to hurry. Let's go is to follow with me. We're moving. This way is that I'm changing. Leave it. Is that I'm changing direction. We're, turning maybe. Or eyes stopped. Benny, this way. Good boy. And remind him to come back to me like that. Let's go. I don't want to use come when called for everything, so this way is really helpful. Good boy. Look, sit, things like that are always good out here too. Good boy, but really not doing too bad. He just gets himself amped up. This way. Good. He gets himself a little amped up and overstimulated, which is kind of his MO on everything. So that's okay. That shepherd brain just has too much activity. But yeah, I hope this helps. This way. Good. Good boy. He's doing great. See you soon.